Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another arena run video in Fire Emblem Heroes, and I thought, what better opportunity to run Camilla Emblem again than the introduction and the debut of Hot Springs, or Hostile Springs Camilla, since she is going to be a bonus unit this week. So this isn't all too dissimilar from a team that I would normally run in Arena, so it's going to be pretty run-of-the-mill for me, but I thought it would be fun, at least to showcase the new unit in an Arena setting. So let's go through each of the builds right now. First up, we have Hostile Springs Camilla here, or Hot Springs Camilla, Steamy Secrets Camilla. So I kept her Ouch Pouch, plus gave it the attack Refinement, Reposition for the assist, Draconic Aura for the special, Death Blow for the A slot, Desperation for the B slot, Attack Smoke 3 for the C slot, and Quicken Pulse for the seal. The intent here being Draconic Aura will be on a 0-turn cooldown on turn 1, from the combination effects of Ouch Pouch and Quicken Pulse. And further, so she'll be able to shoot in, snipe out an enemy, proc her special immediately. Attack Smoke will serve the function of debuffing all of the units, all of the hostile units around the target, including Ouch Pouch's debuff naturally, being a dagger, will be to defense and res. Attack Smoke will also further debuff those units' attacks. And then Draconic Aura is there to just take advantage of the stat bonuses that she gets during the Arena week, as well as all of the flyer buffs that she'll be getting as she's attacking. Next up, we have Vanilla Camilla plus 10. Obviously, with the latest update to Fire Emblem Heroes, the Bane or the Flaw is neutralized, so she's just plus speed at this point. Camilla's Axe, with her enhanced refinement, her special refinement, reposition, Draconic Aura, distant counter for the A slot, renewal for the B slot, hone flyers for the C slot, and brazen attack res 3 for the seal. For New Year's Camilla, we've got Slaying Edge plus attack refinement, standard Gale Force heavy blade build with Death Blow for the A slot, Desperation for the B slot, and Goad Flyers for the C slot. And then lastly, we've got Tropical Beauty Camilla. Tropical Beauty Camilla has her Blarblade, reposition, Fury Desperation build, Draconic Aura for the special once again, Goad Flyers for the C-slot flyer formation for that seal. Draconic Aura, I think, being a very underrated special for Blade Tomes, since it calculates its damage based upon the Blade Tome boosts. Okay, so now that we've gone over the team, let's just jump right in and go through the run. Okay, first up we've got Mata, featuring a Fjorm here. Let's see what else they've got on the team. Okay, wow, we've got some Blue Overload here, and not only Blue Overload, Lance Overload, because it's just all Lance units. Very interesting. I mean, this was kind of a viable tactic early on in the game for Arena, for defense wins. A lot of people would just slap on their strongest units of a single color in the hopes that the other team would not be well equipped to be able to take out all of those units. So in the hopes that if your team was able to take out one of their units, they would quit and you would get a defense win. I don't know how viable that is right now anymore, but nonetheless, we've got a Fjorm at +1. It looks like she's got her standard kit with Drive Attack 2 as the seal and swap. We have Tana, regular Tana, merged at +2. She has her Vidofnir with the special Refine, Reposition Moonbow, Life and Death, Guidance, so want to be careful about that certainly, Desperation, and Attack Speed 2. Next up we have Legendary Ephrem, so I'm just checking to see, well, it's not even fire season right now, so I was going to see if the Blessings of Fire were on all of the other units, but Tana has it, but it's not, I don't think it's the fire season right now, so I don't think they're getting any bonuses. Legendary Ephrem is merged at +1. Flame Sigmund is a powerful weapon. Sturdy Stance 2. Solar Brace. Hone Speed 3 and Spur Speed 3. Okay. And then we have Azura with Berkut's Lance. Sing Aether, I guess for just scoring purposes, merged at +10, Distant Counter, geez, Wings of Mercy, Attack, Ploy 3, and Fortify Res. So I think we know who this guy's favorite character is. So we have a +10 Azura, OG Azura, with it looks like basically an anti-mage kit. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that Vanilla Camilla can kill every single one of these enemies sitting on a defense tile, if I'm not mistaken. So, but we want to showcase we want to showcase Hot Springs Camilla if we can. I think the goal is going to be to lure them around the side, snipe one of them with Hot Springs Camilla and debuff everybody, and then Vanilla Camilla will mop up the rest. So let's just kind of work and approach with that mindset. Okay. Alright. So no surprises there. So at this point, I think what we want to do... Yeah, so we can take out... Yeah, honestly, I think that's all we want to do. We're going to take out Fjorm with Hot Springs Camilla.
The water's fine.
Obviously, she has that Ice Mirror that will absorb a lot of that damage, but that turn 1 Draconic Aura is very powerful. Nonetheless, that will debuff all of the units in the area. Yeah. So, at this point, we should be able to just simply reposition back to safety. And I think Vanilla Camilla at this point will be able to just tank everybody. The enemy team is crippled defensively and offensively. She's on a defense tile and has color advantage and has just bulky defenses, so this is just not going to be an issue for her. Okay. And of course she has she has Distant Counter and Berkut's Lance and a lot of res and res enhancing abilities, but Hot Springs Camilla can still take her out because she can proc. She can activate. She's in desperation range. She'll double, and she will proc Draconic Aura. So we'll just do that.
Time for a dip.
And there we go. So definitely one of the core issues with running a single color team on defense is that if there is a powerful unit on the other team of an advantaged color, your team's going to fall pretty quickly. Alrighty, so next up we have JRT with a Halloween Spooky Monster Myrrh. Let's see what else they've got. Possibly an armor team. Nope, it's going to be a dragon team. And looks like very, very optimally situated for tactics. Let's see if they're running any tactic skills. No, doesn't seem like it. So let's start with Halloween Myrrh here. So she is not merged. She does have Distant Counter in the A slot. Vengeful Fighter 3, so obviously she's going to be more enemy phase here. Spur Defense 3, Attack Smoke 2. Interesting. She has her Spirit Breath, which is obviously a very, very powerful weapon. Basically, obviously it has adaptive damage, and further it has a defense stat check, which allows her to make a guaranteed follow-up attack. So that she has some power on offense as well. Let's see here. Next is going to be Anoe at plus 10. She has Brazen Attack Defense 3, Renewal, Savage Blow 3, Close Defense 3 for the Seal, Lightning Breath Plus, with a Defense Refinement, and Rising Wind for the special. This is a very unusual Anoe build. I'm not so sure how I feel about it, but she has plus speed. The Myrrh was... Oh no, the Myrrh's minus attack. It's unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to have a female Grima. It's going to be merged at plus 1. Looks like her default kit for the most part. Res Smoke 3, Distant Defense 3 for the Seal. Expiration, Cancel Affinity, Bonfire, Drawback. And then regular Myrrh, who has a speed boon. And they decided to give her Lightning Breath Plus, so that she has that built-in distant counter there. Attack Defense 3, Renewal, or Brazen Attack Defense 3, I should say. Hone Dragons, Quick Riposte 3. Okay. Yeah, merged at plus 1. Okay. So nothing too scary, pretty standard stuff here. I would have expected the Honed Dragons user to be sort of in the middle of the group, but she's kind of off to the side. So I think we can kind of have a similar approach. We'll just make our way up.
Best wishes.
We don't have to worry about any range shenanigans because there are no dancers on the opposing team, nor is there any guidance or guidance-like effects. Okay. So at this point, I think we can just take out Noe with Vanilla Camilla.
Lovely.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, and we'll situate ourselves so that Vanilla Camilla is getting all of the Goad Flyer's buffs on this turn. She's sitting on a defense tile, so really not too worried here. She's going to be able to tank Noe without any issue. Noe rocking the bat ears. And Camilla is going to double on counter and eliminate. Okay, so on this turn, how do I want to approach this? Yeah, on this turn I think we can just use Hot Springs Camilla to eliminate Myrrh. She's separated herself, and so she's vulnerable.
No peeking.
Ah, just one shy of a one-shot. Okay. And now we're going to position ourselves so that Hot Springs Camilla and Summer Camilla are getting a Honed Flyer's buff for next turn.
Very well.
So that as they approach... Okay, we're going to have to engage them, but that's alright.
Cool off.
Yeah, so we're just going to eliminate Halloween Myrrh real quick with Summer Camilla. There we go.
Yes.
And now we'll just reposition her to safety. We're going to try to use Hot Springs Camilla to take out Grima here, but we'll see. We'll see if that pans out.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
The water's fine.
Alrighty. That is number 2 down. Next up we have Keekwalder, I guess, with a Noe. So I'm anticipating another dragon team here. No, not at all. It's kind of a weird hodgepodge team. Yeah, very unusual. Okay, well, let's take a look. We've got a Noe at +8. She has Steady Breath, Guard 3, Panic, Ploy, and Quick Riposte for the Seal, Lightning Breath with Defense Refinement, Swap, and Aether. Anna here has her Noatune, but it's not refined. And Rally, Resist, Astra, and what is this? Attack +2, Vantage 3, and Spur Res, and no Seal. We've got a Myrrh with Great Flame, Fury, Dragback, Honed Dragons while not sitting next to Noe for some reason, and Iote Shield. And then we have a +10 Reinhardt, Dire Thunder, Blazing Thunder, Death Blow, Vantage, Goat Cavalry, and Quick Impulse. So not the most inherited or optimal team, certainly. But that's okay. So we're going to employ the same sort of strategy. We're going to try to eliminate somebody early on with Hot Springs Camilla if we can. And then after doing that, we'll allow the debuffed enemies to approach and kill themselves on our team for the most part.
Best wishes.
This is a good map for it too. We're obviously not hindered by the forested areas, and the defense tiles work to our advantage as well. Okay. So at this point,
Lovely.
yeah. All right. Okay, so right out of the gate, we can snipe Reinhardt out here, which will also serve the purpose of debuffing both of the dragons.
Time for a dip.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I guess just Myr. Whoops. No, he was out of range. So at this point, I actually think that Camilla can just tank everyone, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to place her on this defense tile and let her just tank everyone. And then give her all of the buffs that she needs. Yeah, so the Panic Ploy is obviously annoying, but the Panic Ploy doesn't affect Vanilla Camilla since she's not getting any hone buff. It's the other Camillas that are getting the hone buff, so she's just getting the stat boosts from Camilla's axe, as well as the goad flyers from the neighboring team members. Alrighty. So how do we want to do this? Yeah, so I'm not terribly threatened by what's going on here. They're on defensive tiles, so I could go ahead and debuff them and then attack them. But I think we'll try to give New Year's Camilla some spotlight.
Yes.
We'll give her a Hone Flyers buff next turn.
To the hot spring.
Okay.
How's the
Let me
water?
see if...
Yes. Best wishes.
Okay, that's no problem. If Anna had her refine, then I might be a little bit worried, because then she has some escape route shenanigans that she could probably do. But I think for right now, we're just going to let New Year's Camilla tank some hits, and in the process, we will also give Hot Springs Camilla a Hone Flyers buff so that she can finish off some of the opposing units next turn. Okay. So I think she can oh, she can't?
To the hot
Let's
spring.
see.
How's the water?
Yeah, let's use Hot Springs Camilla to finish off Myr. There we go. And we're just going to reposition ourselves up so that New Year's Camilla gets the Goad Flyers buff, or rather the Camilla's Axe buff, to finish off Anna on this turn. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, next we have an OG Marth. Let's see what else we got here. So it's OG Marth with a crew of 2nd Gen Brave units. Seems like it. Okay. Alright. Pretty standard stuff. How do we want to do this? So we've got... his Armor March isn't going to go off, obviously. And then we've got Hector with Armored Boots. Let's take a look at the Marth. So the Marth is plus 10. He's got Falchion. Without his special refine, but it's a defense refinement instead. Reposition, Aether. Yes, Flashing Blade 3. Not a bad choice. Marth is a very speedy unit. Although it looks like the Marth that he has is neutral, which is sort of odd. You would think that if you're going to run a Flashing Blade Marth, you'd want a plus speed, or a speed asset. Threaten Speed 3 and Vantage for the B slot, Distant Counter for the A slot. Hector, Maltet, Reposition, Ignis, Ostian Counter, Bold Fighter, Armored Boots, Fortify Armor. Veronica with basically her default kit with Attack plus 3 and Attack plus 3 for the Seal. And Ephrem has Garm, Reposition, Bonfire, Distant Counter, Vantage, Heavy Blade. So lots of Distant Counter. This guy did sack a lot of Hectors, or whatever his unit of choice was, to give Distant Counter to 3 out of the 4 units on this opposing team. Okay. It's interesting because the trenches will actually work to the advantage of the enemy team. Veronica won't just shoot forward and get herself killed. She's going to be restrained by the trenches, so that actually works to the enemy team advantage a little bit. But otherwise, pretty straightforward. I think that despite the plus 10 merge, Marth is going to die pretty quickly to Summer Camilla, and then Hector will be able to get taken out by Vanilla Camilla. And let's see. Yeah. Interesting that they decided to remove his Ephrem Special Fighter. I don't know if that was such a good idea. I mean, Ephrem has kind of that niche capability with Special Fighter. He's the only unit that has it, other than the new Ike, the Valentine's Ike. So, I guess it is better in the hands of a player rather than the AI, but all the same. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's just move forward here.
To the hot spring.
Yeah.
Gotta cool off. Let's go.
Just position ourselves up in T formation. Alright. I completely did not pay attention to the danger zone at all. That was a huge mistake on my part. But Veronica by herself, without any buffs, and without any dancers, is not a huge threat. I mean, so she's going to obviously buff herself here, and debuff the opposing team, but I have Draconic Aura already, so let's just use that to eliminate her this turn.
Take a look.
I probably could have saved it, and potentially taken out one of the armors. Maybe. So Marth is heavily debuffed. Let's see. So yeah, he's got... So Hector has armor boots. I was going to reposition Summer Camilla up to take out Marth, and she would have been safe, but Hector does have that movement buff, so we can't do that. Alright. So instead, we're just going to just keep ourselves in T formation as they approach. Okay. So at this juncture, we can take out Marth with Hot Springs Camilla. Perfect. That will also debuff this Brave Hector to hell, as you can see. -7, -7, -7. Which is perfect for us, because we're going to reposition her Hot Springs Camilla to safety with Vanilla Camilla. And Vanilla Camilla is planted on a defense tile. And we'll be able to enemy phase this Hector. Okay, there we go. So he's going to activate his Ignis, which I don't think should be an issue. Yeah.
You've been naughty.
And there we go. That's a lot of damage. Alright, and all that's left is Ephrem by his lonesome, just kind of creeping forward. He does have distant counter, so we're not going to be able to just poke him. But all the same, I think we can use New Year's Camilla to handily take him out. Let's see if... oh, you know what? We can use Hot Springs Camilla, because she's going to proc that Draconic Aura. So let's do that.
Time for a dip.
I say that as if the Draconic Aura was going to make a difference. The fact that she doubles and has all of the buffs already with Deathblow, she would have killed anyway, but Draconic Aura is a nice flair, I guess, to the kill. Okay, so last up we have this Gwendolyn. I am fully anticipating an armor team. Let's just see. Confirm our suspicions. It is. It is an armor team. And then also, weirdly half dragon. Okay. So let's take a look at the team. We've got Gwendolyn at +9. Okay. So one away from their merge. I wish them the best of luck in getting that Gwendolyn. Berkut's Lance Plus with a defense refinement. Swap, Ignis. Special Fighter 3. Oh boy, wow. Heavy investment on this Gwendolyn. Attack Smoke 3 and Brazen Attack Res 3. We've got Christmas Fae with her Glittering Breath Plus, Defense Refinement. Swap, Glacies, Steady Stance 3, Vengeful Fighter, Armor March, and Attack Defense Bond 3. Alright, so we got Duma, Fell Breath, Pivot, Dragon Fang, Defense Res Solo, Bold Fighter, Upheaval, and Armored Boots, and then we've got Winter Tharja, Candelabra with a Defense Refinement, Swap, Iceberg, Close Counter, Vengeful Fighter, Ward Armor, and Close Defense. So this map heavily favors flyers, as everyone knows. So this really just won't be an issue. Also, the defense tiles we can work to our advantage. So we're going to kind of run the similar strategy that we have been. Let's just move up in T formation and let them kind of approach. Yep, so we're going to get that upheaval effect. That is fine. Okay. So Duma is one of the units on this enemy team that does not have distant counter. We should be able to poke and kill him. He's on a defense tile even. We're able to use Hot Springs Camilla to activate Draconic Aura and take him out on this turn. So we're going to one-shot Duma here.
No peeking.
Yeah, look at that damage. Like I said, he is on a defense tile, and that still did that much. So that's going to debuff the enemy team handily. Tharja's off to the side. She's not a threat because she does not have armor boots. And yeah. Faye's armor march is broken. Gwendolyn's armor march is broken. So I think...
Time for a swim? Of course.
Let's just fall back. I kind of want to poke them at our leisure if we can.
Gotta cool off.
Let's see.
Very well.
Oh right, Glittering Breath doesn't have distant counter. You know what? Let's try to make this the Hot Springs Camilla show if we can.
How's the water?
Yeah, let's okay, it's not going to take her out, but it'll weaken her. And then she'll have Draconic Aura ready when she doubles next turn. It'll also debuff Gwendolyn when she approaches.
Time for a swim?
We want to do this.
Very well. Best wishes.
Okay. So Armor March will activate. Gwendolyn will go ahead and attack Camilla. Not good enough. And we should be able to just finish off Faye with Hot Springs Camilla. Now she also has Draconic Aura ready for next turn, which might make it possible to take out Winter Tharja.
Alright. Yes.
Probably not on a defense tile, but we can see.
Let's
Test it out. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, she can. Let's see how. Let's maximize the damage here. Get all the goads. Yeah. All right. We'll finish it off with a Hot Springs Camilla KO. Awesome. All right. So not a ton of surprises this week in terms of the run itself. Probably a little boring too. I don't know if you guys found this to be really boring or not. I run Camilla Emblem usually in Arena anyway, and also in Aether Raids, so it's not like this is too dissimilar from like I mentioned before. This isn't too dissimilar from what I normally run. So it's pretty powerful. It's a powerful team. It's a balanced team. It's able to take on pretty much any opposing configuration. So not too many surprises and pretty clean KOs across the board. It doesn't score the highest, obviously, as you can see. It didn't go for Hot Springs Camilla kills, and even further than that, it has 2 ranged units on the team which aren't merged, and obviously I have limited merges on the team itself, which may change in the near future. As some of you subs probably know, we have a poll currently running on the channel just asking if people are interested in seeing the Camillas merged, if they care or not, if they don't care, if they would prefer that they're not merged. With the latest Faye update and the huge stat difference that it makes with a single merge, it really kind of encourages me to go ahead and merge the Camillas that I have. So far, it does seem like most people want to see the Camillas merged anyway, so we'll probably end up doing that, and we'll probably do a quick video just to kind of show where we are in the merges for each of the Camillas. But that's going to do it. Let me know in the comments below if you were bored to tears by this arena run. I'm sorry in advance. I didn't know if it was going to be boring or not, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to upload this or not, just based upon how uneventful things were. But I mean, I think you did get to see sort of the power of Hot Springs Camilla. Dagger units in general have gotten a lot of buffs recently. I think that for Camilla in particular, she has a very powerful role in the team, especially when paired with a lot of powerful enemy phase units. So again, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed or if you didn't enjoy. Hopefully you did, and if you did enjoy it, then please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you so much for watching. We really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those skies.